I'm here, and everything is in the process of change right now. Life, everything is changing right now. That's where I'm at with it. Uh, for me, I've been going through a little bit of ups and downs. You know, I sometimes I sometimes truly think about all the things that I've been through, and be honest, I always ask myself, how did I make it here? How or why was I the one spared? Because there's so many people that I feel were more deserving than me to be here. I mean, everything happens for a reason. I understand that. But I remember a time when I was thrown away. I was thrown away. I was literally thrown away. So now here I am today. I am like a beacon of hope or a beacon of light to someone. It fascinates me to this very day because I understand and I know where I've been through. And not a lot of people really understands that about me. They see me, they see the smile, they think that this is the sum of me, just a smile. They think that for whatever reason, they think that I am some guy that think that, uh, I'm better than or I'm above someone else. No, hell no. I'm just someone who made it through the fire. I made it through the fire. See I had teachers who taught me how to walk through that fire, and as they taught me how to walk through the fire, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. The fires was hot, but I learned my lesson because I remember being counted out. I remember being thrown away. I remember being told that I would never amount to anything. I would remember being told that I was gonna either die or go to prison for the rest of my life. I remember all of that. I remember being discriminated against, being castigated, being demonized, ostracized. I remember all of that. I vividly recall being ostracized by society. I vividly recall being dehumanized by the system. I vividly recall the system putting parameters around me and putting a ceiling so low over my head that it did not want me to stand up. I remember that. I remember when I thought that my life was at its end, but but for whatever reason, when I was thought my life was at its end, for whatever reason, something pulled me through. Something pulled me through. I'm telling you, something pulled me through. I remember when I couldn't walk myself and I had to get across that burning desert sand with sands too hot for human to even walk upon. I had to get across it because I had to get through those things to get to those things that were meant for me. And so, I don't know how it happened. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know how it happened. But I will tell you that when I opened my eyes, I realized that I had made it through and across those burning desert sands. I had made it over all of that. I had made it to a place that was meant for me. I had made it for that. But when I looked down upon the sand, I seen footsteps. I seen footsteps in the sand, only one set, and they didn't belong to me. So if I was the only person on that desert at the time, and I had to get through that desert to get to my glory, my victory, my life, and there was only one set of footsteps in the sand, and I know I didn't walk myself. How did I get there? There's a song that said, "Never would have made it without you." And I'm not getting all biblical. Don't think I'm getting biblical. I'm just giving honors and praises where praise and honors are due. And I'm sharing with you a part of my life in hopes that I can inspire you to understand that even in your worst of times, there's hope. I mean, even in your worst of times, there's hope because you are the dictator of your own destiny. You are the orchestrator of your own destiny. You are the architect of your own destiny. Can't nobody take that away from you. People can destroy everything about you physically, but they can never take away your intelligence. They can never take away your memory. We must always call remembrance to our aid to remind us of our greatness. And I did not know how to do that because I was counted out so much as a child. I was told that I would never be anything, amount to anything as a child, that I became depressed. I did not think that I could amount to anything. I allowed the words of others to dictate my life. I allowed the words of others to orchestrate and construct my growth. In other words, I allowed the thoughts of others to determine my destiny. And I had to wake up because right now I remember when I was once counted out. Let me say that again. I remember when I was once counted out. I was counted out. I was thrown away. I was nothing. I was trash, like trash on a street corner. But something woke me up. Something woke me up. And it's right now I know that there are people who just do not want to hear motivating words. Guess what? I don't care because I'm going to motivate to the day that I disintegrate. So I'm going to motivate because I want to see us all elevate. I'm going to motivate people because I know how it feels to have no one to motivate me. I know how that feels. That left me in depression. I felt so neglected. I did not think that life was for me because no one motivated me. No one told me that I matter. No one told me that I had any importance. But here I am, many, many years later. Some of the same people that told me that I didn't matter, that I didn't count, those same people that counted me out are now counting on me. They are now counting on me. They coming to me. They sending me emails, sending me text messages, sending summoning me to speak at their gathering, summoning me to help them build their platforms, summoning me to help them run for certain political offices. I once was counted out. Now I'm counted on. I once was counted out. Now I'm counted on because in our lives, where there's going to be times that we're going to be thrown away. There's going to be times when people are going to look at us with disgust. There's going to be times when people are going to throw, cast us aside, look at us as if we don't matter, think of us as if we are unimportant. There's going to be times in our life when we're going to be faced with these adversities. And it's traumatizing. It's truly traumatizing, especially for a child. But let me tell you about that time that's going to come. You're going to be looked upon. You're going to be summoned. You're going to be called upon. Going to be counted on for your intelligence. Because not everyone can walk through the hot desert sands. Not everyone can make it through the trials and tribulations that you made it through. Not everyone can do it. Just like I may not be able to make it through the certain trials and tribulations that you've been through, the same with me. You may not be able to make it through the same trials and tribulations that I've been through, but we share our stories with one another, and this is how we build up one another. This is how we build up one another. So, so we strengthen one another's resolve simply by acknowledging one another's existence, acknowledging one another's existence. Because if I can get you to think, I can get you to save yourself. If you acknowledge me, if you acknowledge my existence as a man, as a human being, important, I said, as a human being, that tells me that I can get you to respect me naturally. I don't have to do anything because if you acknowledge me as a human being, that means you automatically accord me a certain respect. And that's part of what is lost in our today is that we don't acknowledge one another's humanity. I said that we don't acknowledge one another's humanity. How do we how do we deal with this? Do we just let it go by and then just say, okay, it's like how we don't speak to neighbors. We don't say nothing to the neighbors no more. We don't say nothing to nobody no more. Think of that. Here it is. We don't say nothing to anyone anymore, but yet everyone has a certain impact on our lives and the lives of our loved ones. I wanna know my neighbor. I wanna be all right with 'em. That don't mean we have to sit down and kumbaya, but I wanna have enough of a relationship that if my neighbor seen me in peril, that they would somehow assist me, or vice versa. Or if they see one of my children's grandchildren, little cousins, whoever it is in peril, they would do whatever is necessary to assist them. That's what we're missing in today. I don't want you all to think that I'm sitting up here like I'm goody two shoe because I'm not. I'm not. But I'm also not gonna let anyone off the hook to thinking that it's all right to just go about our day and not acknowledge our own genius, not honor ourselves. We don't honor ourselves enough. We don't. When was the last time that you sat down by yourself and you looked at yourself and you gave yourself honors for whatever achievement you've made, whatever honorable thing that you've done? When was the last time you did that to yourself? Because we are always extending honors to other people. Congratulations on your wedding. Congratulations and happy anniversary. And we always doing this for someone else. We always showing up for someone else. When was the last time that you showed up for yourself? I know these are just the type of topic that not many people want to even talk about because it truthfully it's heavy. This makes us look at ourselves. It makes us look at ourselves and ask ourselves the hard question. When was the last time that you extended honors to yourself? Because we've been counted out too long. We've been counted out too long. Now we're being counted on because we came through some fires, some trials and tribulations, some traumas and dramas. Now we're being counted on. That's a blessing that people would even count on you. But more importantly, they count on us because they know that we survived certain things in life that so many other people are going through and need help with surviving. Some of us have the answers. Some of us have directions to get the answers, the resources, the references. So people come to us for counsel, ways to overcome situations. There is a very serious reason why my life is turning out the way it's turning out. Very serious reason. Everything happens for a reason, so it's a very serious reason why my life is turning out the way it is. It's a reason why I was once counted out and now I'm being counted on. It's a reason. Some people may not even understand their worth. Some people may not even understand their purpose. Some people may not even understand how inspiring they are. Some people may not even understand their power. But once you do understand it, you will know that the gift of understanding is the treasure. The gifts of the understanding is a treasure, and it's a treasure because it's something that you behold, something that you hold dear. to your heart the gift of understanding. It's like when you went to school and you took this test. You took the test and at first you was kinda worried, stressed out, but you said, "I'm gonna pass this test, do whatever it take. I'm gonna study what I need to study." And you do everything that was necessary to pass the test, and when the grade comes, it comes back that you passed. Passed the test. Now that you passed the test, you have a testimony. You have to share that with someone. It's a reason why you passed that test, so you can share the testimony. Your little brothers and sisters, your cousins, your friends, other people need to hear how you went about passing that test. They need to hear that it's easy for you, but you just didn't give up. They need to hear this. They need to hear this from us because too long in our lives do we hold this stuff away from people who need. When you pass your test in school, I wouldn't care if it was elementary school, middle school, high school, college, wherever you went to, job training. When you pass your test and you're now blessed with a testimony and you don't share it, it's because oftentimes you don't have confidence in it, or you don't know how to share it, or you selfish. And and let me just say, God don't put us in winning positions to lose the game. Let me say that again. God don't put us in winning positions to lose the game. God put us in winning positions to win and teach others how to win because the blessing is not yours till you give it away. The blessing is not yours till you give it away. Think about that. Someone they heaped upon you blessings on your shoulders that makes you walk lighter, makes you feel better, makes you healthier. Do you think that was just meant for you? No. That was meant for everybody that you come in contact with. The blessing is not yours till you give it away. That's like a self-proclaimed cook always bragging about how great of a cook he is. His cooking is this and his cooking is that, or her cooking is this, her cooking is that, but they never shared the food with anybody else. So now they just self-proclaim. That's not to say that it doesn't mean anything, because it does mean something to them. But what could it mean to anyone outside of them? But nothing, because they never shared their cooking with other people. So other people, take in that joy that they got from their food. Same thing with knowledge. Less if I think that this worked for me to get me healthy, why wouldn't I wanna share with somebody else? Come on, man. Why would I not wanna share my knowledge with someone else if this is what has pulled me through? Think about it. Why would I not wanna share my knowledge with someone else if this is what pulled me through all of the trials and tribulations of my life? Think about it. See, because sometimes we feel like we've been through all this stuff during our lives, and that's it, right? That's it. I did this. They gotta get theirs like I had to get mine. Okay. sounds logical if you're thinking selfishly. That's not even a logical thought when you're thinking a human being, a humanitarian. Humanitarians obviously honors human beings, acknowledges human beings and humanity. So why am I saying all of this? I don't think that it's hard to understand why I'm saying all of this. I think that if you followed me on TikTok, and I ask that y'all share out my feed right now. If you followed me on TikTok, if you followed me on Facebook, if you followed me on YouTube, if you follow the Great Minds Project 5.0 podcast, then you know that what I'm talking about, wrong. These are not just empty words. These are words, my heart to your heart. Every word I speak is spirit. When I speak words of spirit, it can't do anything but land on another spirit. So every word I speak is spirit right now. Every word I speak is spirit. Somebody needs to be inspired. Somebody needs to be lifted up. Somebody needs to be motivated. Somebody needs to know that they count. Somebody needs to know that other people understand and are going through some of the same things. Somebody needs to know that there are people out here who will help them through their trials and tribulations. Somebody needs to know that they are not alone. Somebody needs to know, brothers and sisters out there, stand with them, stand for them, stand by them at all times, and will never neglect to turn our back on them, because the blessings that have been heaped upon our shoulders was not meant for us. It was meant for us to pass on. The knowledge that was heaped upon our minds, our intelligence, was not meant for us. It was meant for us to pass on. And so I pass it on to my brothers and sisters who are going through some trials and tribulations, who are going through some things in their life, especially during this day and time when the world seems to be being turned upside down. Every single day we turn on the TV, we see another child who shot himself or herself or her little brother or little sister. When every day on the TV, we're seeing traumatic events, life altering traumatic events. So, me knowing these things and seeing how the media floods our mindset with these images of trauma, me understanding leads me to commit myself to help heal my brothers and sisters as best as I can. I'm not a social worker. I'm not some psychologist, psychiatrist, spiritualist, or anything like that. I'm just me. But in being me, I am all of those things because it is my job. It is my duty to be a friend to mankind, as it is my interest that man should be friendly to me. So it is my duty to uplift brothers and sisters. It is my duty to do all that I can to ensure the good health and safety of all of my brothers and sisters, young and old. It doesn't matter. My brother is my brother, is my brother. Through thick and thin, you are my brother or my sister. And with that, I'm going to say peace and love to those within the sound of my voice. And for those who cannot hear the sound of my voice, as I always say, I ask that you, the brothers and sisters who tuned in to hear me speak, I ask that you pass along this message because someone out there, someone that you know, maybe it's you, need to be inspired, need to be lifted up, need to be confident in counsel, need to be told that you matter. So with that, I say peace.